Hello everyone, my name is Rahul and welcome to my channel Rahul QA Labs. So in today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to log an issue in Mantis Bug Tracker or how to report a bug in Mantis Bug Tracker. Okay, so let's start and let's log in into the application. Okay, so this is our landing page of the Mantis BT, and from two places you can report an issue. From the top header, you can see this link, report issue link, or from the left hand panel, you can click on this link and report the issue. So if you click on here, it will take you to this report issue page, or if you click on this report issue, again it will take you to the same page. Okay, so let's start, and this is the place from where you can log the issue. So first thing it is asking is choose the project. So which project you want to log an issue into, or which project you want to log an issue for. So select project. As of now, we have two projects available out here. One is Rahul QA Labs and one is demo project one. So we'll take this project as Rahul QA Labs. And another field says as make default. So if you click on this make default and click on this one and make it checked, so this project will be your default project. So every time when you will be logging in or when you will be logging the defect, that defect will be logged in into this particular project. So it will be set as default by the application. If you uncheck it, it is not set as default and you can change it later, or whichever project you want to log the defect into. Okay, so these two fields are clear. We'll click on select project. Okay. So the project is selected. You can see here Rahul QA Labs on the top right hand corner. Now let's discuss about all the fields that are present out here. What does each field represents and what we have to fill out here. So the heading reads out as enter the issue details. So the bug that you want to raise, all the details we have to enter it out here. The first one is the category. Now this basically is defined by your team lead or by maybe the project manager, and like it is defined as per the project requirements. So they can define any category, like say for example here I have defined as a development category or a general category or a testing category. So this is on the project level basis. So what all categories they want to define, they can define. So as of now I'll select here as testing. Next field is reproducibility. So, okay, so reproducibility means that whether you are able to reproduce this bug or not. So it has different statuses out here. Let us look at all the statuses one by one. Okay, so these are the statuses: always, sometimes, random, have not tried, unable to reproduce, and NA. So like it's very simple as the name itself says. So if I select as always, so that means this issue is occurring all the time. If I select as sometimes, this issue occurs rarely or sometimes, not all the times. It doesn't occurs always. If I select as random, random means sometimes it is occurring, sometimes it is not occurring. Next one is have not tried, means you are raising the issue but you are not sure whether it is reproducible or not because you haven't tried it. You are just logging the issue. Next one is unable to reproduce. So this issue is unable to reproduce. So mostly all the statuses are not set by a tester. Some are set by the developers as well, as and when the bug goes to them. So if they are, say for example, unable to reproduce, so if they are not able to reproduce, they will put the status as unable to reproduce and they will give back to the tester, like that. So as of now I'll select as always. Next comes as the severity. So either your bug is a major bug, a minor bug, or it's a very blocker, Blocker means you cannot proceed into testing further because of this issue. Then crashing, every time your application is crashing. So similarly, trivial. So these are all the severities that are mentioned out here. So as of now, I'll just select as major severity. Okay, now priority. Priority, we have like 4 5 types of priority they have mentioned out here. One is low priority, another one is normal, next one is high, then urgent and immediate. Immediate means this issue has to be fixed as soon as possible, because otherwise there may be a big impact to the application. Then urgent. Urgent means it has to be fixed. It's urgent, but not immediate. Like not right now, it needs to be fixed. Similarly, we have these 3 categories: low, normal, and high. So depending as per the priority, you can assign this bug saying low or normal or high. So as of now, I'll just select as normal. Now profile, select your profile. Profile means like whichever system this bug you have encountered on. Say for example, you are working on a Windows system, or you are working on a Mac system, or you are working on a Linux system. So which system, which profile this bug is coming. So that thing you have to select out here. And this is like already defined by your team leader or the manager or the senior person. So as of now, I have Windows Ultimate 10. So just for like just an example I have taken here. So Windows environment. So this bug is occurring in Windows environment always, all the time. So you can select the profile like this. Then you have to select assign to. So assign to means normally whenever you raise a bug, you assign it, to the developer, or you can assign it to the lead who will direct it to the developer. So that depends on different companies, like rules, how the defect life cycle goes on. So you can assign that bug to a particular person. So as of now, I have only one person here. You can create other users, or the administrator can create the users like different developers, and then you can assign it to the particular person. So as of now, I will select as Mantis login. Okay, now summary. Now what is the bug all about? Suppose you are not able to log in into your application, so you can just select as not able to log in into a demo application. Or suppose your application is crashing, so you can just say here that application is uh, crashing on Chrome, or Firefox browser. So just a summary, like what is the bug. Okay, now here comes a little bit description of the issue that you are facing. So you need to, describe in some detail, like this is the OS, and this is the, this is the particular browser, the version of the browser this application is crashing on, and etc. So some description about the issue. Coming to next one, steps to reproduce. So what are the steps to reproduce your bug? So suppose you are not able to log in. So what steps you will follow? Suppose like go open the browser Chrome, open the website abc.com, and provide the username, provide the login, and click on login button. So the application got crashed. Something like this. So these are the steps that you have to write. And it should be very understandable. It should be clear so that the developer can be able to reproduce the bug. Okay, so next one is additional information. Any other, analysis you want to give out here, that because of these things happening, some other functionalities are also getting affected, or any additional information that you want to provide into your issue or the bug. So that you can provide out here in the additional information text box. Okay, next one is the tags that you want to attach. So you can actually define some tags that are related to the bug, so that it will be very easy for you later if you want to search it out, or if you want to list it out. So for that purpose, tags are added. So I don't think I have any tags out here. So, okay, we don't have any tags out here. So you can just give those tags here. I'll tell you how to create tags in the later tutorials. So yeah, so that is like attach the tags. Now upload file. Upload file is the proof of your bug. So what bug is there? How it is happening, what error you are getting, all these screenshots, all the documents, supporting documents that you want to give that this is the requirement and these are the screenshots that I am getting on the current application. All these screenshots and files you have to provide out here in the upload files. Maximum size is 5000 KB. So yeah, so you have to attach the files and you can just click on it and it will open the dialog box where from where you can attach your files, whichever wherever place you have saved. Next one is the view status. So there are two statuses applicable out here. One is public and one is private. Public means this bug can be seen by anyone, and private means this bug can be, visible to a particular set of persons or the person who has created it. So accessibility, like kind of accessibility, this view status provides. Okay, so let it be public out here as of now, and this is the report stay. So like it is related to reporting that we will deal in the later part of tutorials. Okay, so this is how you can create an issue, and just I'll give some test demo and one, two, three, some default steps, additional test demo, and that's it, I think. So let's try to submit this issue. Okay, so this operation is successful and it will take you to the issue that you have raised. So these are all the details of your issue. This is the ID that is provided or generated by Mantis. The, sorry, this is the project name, Rahul QA Labs. What category you have taken? The status is public. What is the date and time that you have submitted, and what is the last updated date? Uh, Yeah, so like all these details are present out here. Reporter, priority, assigned to, severity, reproducibility, resolution, status, what platform it is on, Windows 10, what is the version of it, what is the bug summary, what description you have given, what are the steps to reproduce. So all the information that we have given while creating the issue, everything is present out here. So this is how you create an issue in Mantis Bug Tracker. Okay, so if we come down, so these are all the options that you see out here. You can edit this issue. You can assign this issue from here. So whatever user you want to assign to, if you want to change it. Then we have the change status too. These are all again the statuses that are present here. So you can change the status from here. You can monitor this issue. You can clone this issue. You can close this issue. You can delete or move this issue, to a different project or something. Coming down, next we have is the relationships. So relationship means if this issue is relating to, some other issue or some other bug, so you can just select as related to. You'll give the ID here. For example, I'll give out one here and I'll click on add. So see, this issue is related to this number one. I mean, that is the ID of the bug and all the details will come out here. If you want to delete it, just click on delete and this relationship will get deleted. Next one is like users monitoring this issue. So you want to add out the user names who all are watching or monitoring this issue. You can add it from here. You can just click on add. So, you know, Mantis login, like this is the administrator that is added. Any specific username you have, suppose I'll try this one. So click on add. Okay, so see, these two users are added. So now these two users can also monitor what is happening to this particular issue. Activities like, if you have any notes or something that are attached or some comments kind of thing, so you can manage it from here. You can add a note here, and like this is the status. You want it to add as a private note or as a public note. Suppose I am adding, hi, I want some more details on the issue. Okay, if you want to upload any file, you can upload any file and just click on add note. Okay, so see, under the activities, this thing got added. Hi, I want some more details on the issue. So like this, you can comments on the issues, whatever information you need or any more details you want. So etc. Like that, you can add note as well. And the last one is issue history. So what all things happened with this particular issue, or like whatever the issues are present, so everything will be listed out here. So see, note added, issue monitored, like user monitoring, we added two logins, so two monitoring users are added here. Then relationship deleted, relationship added, then again it is assigned to Mantis login, and the status, it is new and assigned a new issue. Okay, so like from starting, this is what all things that happened. Initially, the issue was new, then status was assigned, then it was assigned to particular person, then you added a relationship, then you deleted a relationship, uh, issue monitoring, and you added a note. This one. So this is all what happened to this particular issue. Similarly, like in any other issue, you want to track the history. So like this, you can track the issue history. Okay. And I hope that is all for this tutorial, and you all must have by now able to understand how to log an issue with Mantis BT tracker. And that's it from my side. Thank you very much guys for watching my tutorial, and if you are new to my channel, do share and subscribe, and don't forget, always share the knowledge and keep learning. Thank you very much. We'll meet again in the next tutorial.